Welcome back to another video. Today I have my sister with me. I said that I was a bit embarrassed to have her, but we're gonna make it happen. And actually now I'm prepared my mind already, so it's gonna be fine. So this is Camilla.
Hello, ha. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien.
I'm gonna call her Cam because I never call her Camilla, but her real name is Camilla. We do have the same mum and dad.
Yeah, because we get it a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, all of our siblings actually.
Yeah, there's 4 of us and we all look different, but we do all have the same mum and dad. So, are you comfortable with this subject?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I guess so. I have to be, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't know, because I was gonna ask you about your marriage and stuff, but maybe I'm gonna leave that part out. Let's see anyway. Let's.
Yeah.
But my sister is married. Well, actually Anna's not even married, but she's in a long-term relationship.
Yes.
So you're the only one that's married.
Well, yeah, because Anna was married. Anna's our older
yeah.
sister. She's divorced now.
And she's divorced. Oh, that's true. Yeah. So let's get into it. I'm excited just to have another female perspective. Maybe we're gonna be different. I don't know. Let's see if we're gonna be different. But I'm excited to get into it. First of all, do you like oral sex?
Absolutely. I feel like it's a must. And I think as well, it depends on your age. Like the younger me,
yeah,
I didn't know about oral sex, as in like when it's consensual at 16. I didn't really think about it then. I didn't know what it meant.
So before, you didn't even know that somebody could go down on you and stuff.
Yeah.
See, I think I was like from early on, I was very aware.
Really? Of oral sex?
Yeah, I've never really spoken about it on this channel of how young I was sexualized and how all of that happened. But I was very aware that people can do that. Oh, so I'm surprised. Okay, so look, what, when you had boyfriends in school and stuff, you didn't have those desires?
No, okay, so in school, there was a term called bocat, which is what people used to refer to as oral sex. This is the British slang, right?
Yeah, but bocat is basically dissing people who do it, right?
Yeah,
like you're disgusting.
Exactly. Well, in the UK, it's still taboo, right? It's not as... Because the Americans, they say they lick ass and they're comfortable with it,
exactly, right?
So in the UK, it's a bit taboo. So the younger boys at the time, they used to call the other boys bocat. So I always thought, what is bocat? And then eventually I found out what it was. So I guess in school I heard about it.
And when you heard about the bocat thing, did you want to like make people do it like to feel empowered, or you didn't have interest?
I think because it was seen as disgusting at the time, I never thought, oh, I desire that for me.
Yeah.
Because people always used to make it as a bad thing.
So, because that's interesting, because I'd be like, oh, you're not allowed to do it, you're a bocat, okay, let me make you do it.
Because you've always been rebellious.
And so then at what age did you first have it then? And was you a bit surprised?
Okay, so I was, how old was I? It was with, you can beep this out.
Yeah.
He was the first one that done it to
Really?
me.
Well, his friends would have called him a bocat and he probably didn't care about that.
Maybe.
Sorry, I keep using this disrespectful word. That's a nasty word.
Yeah. Do you, boo-boo, if you want to be a bocat, be a bocat. No, so I was, how old was I when I got with him? Maybe 17?
Okay.
18, so that's when I first experienced it.
And did you guys talk about it before he did that to you?
No.
And he just did it?
He just did it.
And was you a bit scared? Because I think the first time somebody did it to me, I was a bit scared.
Yeah, I was, because I was like, oh, am I clean? Like, and I had hair at the time, but then, I can't remember exactly, but I don't remember I remember not feeling comfortable.
And then when he got into it, did you relax into it after a while? Because it's like, okay, if I am not clean, then it's already over now anyway. He's already tasted it.
Can I just say that I am clean down there, but I meant I'm more aware of how to take care of myself down there than I was when I was 17 or 18.
Yeah, I want to talk about hygiene and stuff another time anyway, because I feel like a lot of females have this insecurity and males don't have the same insecurity. They like, yeah, suck my d. It's like...
Is your d even clean for me to suck? But yeah, so I wasn't comfortable with it at the time. I didn't enjoy it because it was new.
Oh, you didn't enjoy it? So you didn't even orgasm from it? Or you did orgasm from it the first time?
I don't think I did.
So that was a waste of time then. You would have had to like pull him up and tell him to stop kind of thing.
I don't even think I did. You know when you're so immature and you're not...
You just let him carry on.
Yeah, because you... maybe, I don't know, maybe for you it was different at that age, but when I was at that age, I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know what they liked.
Do you know what? Talking to other people makes me see how different my brain works, because I would be kind of like, I'm not feeling anything. I would have said something.
So at that age? Okay.
Yeah, I would have said something.
That's
or I would have been
interesting.
like annoyed at it, like, oh, what are we doing? And so did it happen in every relationship after that? Or was it just like yes and no and yes?
So there's going to be a lot of beeping in this video, because I'm going to say names because you will know who I'm talking about. So after, it was...
Okay.
And I guess because of that ex-partner, after the first one that done it to me, he was Jamaican, and in Jamaica, in their culture, is very frowned upon, right?
Even more. Like
Even more.
Bocat times 2, 3, 4.
Times 10 even. So, and he was like, no, I'm never going to do it. And then when we went on holiday to Saint-Tropez,
Yeah.
I think, again, Beat at the time was like persuading him to do it.
What?
Didn't you know?
No.
Yeah, so...
How did that conversation come up?
We was very drunk. Everyone was always drinking.
And they ended up talking about going down on
and
a
then
woman.
he was like, well, you never do it. And
What?
Darren was like, no, I never do it. So one night when we all got drunk at the club, we came home and he done it to me.
Oh my god.
And this was when I was like 20.
And did you orgasm then, or again you didn't?
No,
Or you don't remember?
it was just, well, because it was his first time doing it, right? So he had no idea what he was doing. But I just remember feeling, yeah, you're doing it.
Wow.
But you
So-
only ever done it once.
Okay, so my question is, have you ever... Mom's just like, these two are weird. Have you ever orgasmed from somebody going down on you?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you
yeah.
remember the first time you orgasmed when somebody went down on you? Because then after, who was it?
By the way, I've had 7 relationships, so it's not like I've been out there and
I've had more than 7, sorry, it's true.
But because she knows all my exes. After it was, who was it?
Okay, so now I have to remember who. Oh, he was the gym.
Yeah,
Guy.
the PT.
Oh, I forgot
instructor.
about him. He was a bit taller, right?
Yeah, he was very tall. He made me orgasm.
And so then again, was he like scared to do it and was
No, he was very good at it.
very good at it, which means he was doing it before you and stuff.
Yeah,
and-
absolutely.
And did
You
that
don't
make
like
you
that,
jealous?
do you?
I'm like,
I saw the thoughts in her head. She was already like, what? You done it to other people? But wouldn't you prefer someone experienced?
yeah,
Like
but I
now?
don't- Yes, but I don't want him to like just be out licking everybody's vaginas. I don't know.
No, but if he's meeting you and you guys are exclusive, he would only be licking your vagina.
Yeah, but like it's so weird because then if I found out that every single relationship he went down on her, I don't know. I feel like I'd be a bit like,
Really?
But it's because I'm a jealous person and I'm possessive and stuff.
So then you would want someone, I think you and Naz were saying that you'd want someone fresh, someone new.
Yeah, well, Naz was talking about the whole virgin thing, which I thought was a bit...
No, I don't want a virgin. I mean, I'm married now, but if I wasn't, I wouldn't want a virgin.
So I might cut this bit out because it depends what your answer is, but has your husband done it on you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, my husband does oral sex.
Oh, and do you come from it or?
I have previously, yes.
Okay. All right. So that was. So does it happen often now that you're married, or has it become less important now that you're married? Because for me, I'd be like, I just need it kind of all the time.
Oh, I need it. Yeah, I need it all the time.
And he gives it to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
God,
likes
Michael.
it.
Wait, are we allowed to put this because he's friends? I don't know if his friends will watch my videos or not.
Yeah, but come on, guys, you do it. All of you do it.
All of you do it.
Stop being embarrassed. Stop. UK needs to own up to what they do. Yes, you lick vaginas. Okay.
It feels good.
And
Thank
you
very
enjoy
much.
it, and the
Carry
women
on.
enjoy it.
I don't know why I was imagining like
That he wouldn't do it.
that he wouldn't do it.
Oh no.
So does he enjoy doing it then? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Ooh.
So have you ever let somebody, a stranger, like a one night stand, do it to you? Have you even had a one night stand before?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
So one time we was like, me and my old friends were planning to go Ayinapa to just like sleep with random people, and I just
What?
One
what
night
friend
chick-
was this?
the school friends like
Oh.
And I chickened out on going eye napper. Yeah, so I never went, but some of them did.
Did they? I wonder if they kept up the promise of like sleeping with whoever.
I think because it was quite a big group that was going, I think some of them had one night stands, but yeah, I just never had the courage to do it.
That's crazy.
But I have had a situation, right, where, again, a name. Do you remember the white guy?
Yeah. That's the only white guy she's been with.
Oops. So he was amazing at it.
At going down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I orgasmed 3 times.
In a row?
Yeah. He was wild, and I think he was just like.
Did he put his tongue inside?
I can't remember, but he was so like creative with it. He was really creative, and I think if you're going down on a woman, you have to be creative.
Okay, we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
That's so interesting that your friends plan to go out to have one night stands, because I've only ever had one friend anyway, but you had more friends than I've ever had, so.
What, and you guys had a one night stand?
Well, we just never planned these things. I've never even had a one night stand. We've never planned to like go eye napper and like just get wild and stuff. But so you've never had a guy who's not your boyfriend go down on you then? Because was your boyfriend?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't your boyfriend?
No, he wasn't my boyfriend.
And you guys were just like seeing each other?
Yeah, so it literally just happened like maybe 3 or 4 times. Because he had a problem with erection. So we just never took it forward because of that. So, yeah. So
I had a guy when I won't say his name in case he watches these videos and he can like read my lips. We was talking and stuff, and he was like pushing me that he wanted to go down on me, and I said to him, but that's all that you're gonna do? And he was like, yeah, I promise, that's what I'm gonna do. So I went around to his house and I let him do it.
As in like not boyfriend and girlfriend?
Not boyfriend,
not
never
sex
kissed
buddies.
him, no sex buddies, not even went on a date.
So you just let him do that and then you went about your business? Gosh! Was he even good?
He made me come, and then when I was finished I was like, okay, thank you, and then but I was just quite impressed at how confident he was to just say, okay,
and he
cool,
didn't want
bye.
anything in return?
No, because he had promised me, because I said to him, you're not getting sex, and he was like, I promise you I don't want sex, that's all that I want to do. And then
so there's some men that actually just desire to lick someone out.
Yeah, I think it's like as their secret, they want to be dominated in a way by a woman, and it's like, yeah, you're my slave. And here I was like filling that role.
Mate, if you want it, get it, I guess. But I just always assume that the man will want something in return.
But he didn't get nothing in return.
Okay.
So, are you comfortable in telling a guy what to do as he's doing it? Back in the day, you obviously not, because you said that you was like younger, of telling them like, oh, don't do this, do that.
As in like me now in my marriage, or like just in general?
So both. So before and now.
So now, he knows what to do, so I actually don't need to tell him.
And you've never had to tell him what to do?
No. Yeah, my husband's very creative down there. So yeah, so in my marriage, no. But prior,
just being comfortable to kind of tell them what to do.
I think as I started to grow confidence and knowing what my body wanted and how I wanted it, then yeah, I was comfortable. But again, it depends on the person. Yeah,
because I think that a lot of women don't have the confidence to tell people, because I'm feeling this energy of just being a little bit like, I don't know, scared of talking out loud. And maybe I am a bit abnormal where I'm just like telling people what I think.
I think it's taking the other person's feelings in consideration. Like if you think that is gonna make their confidence lower, then I don't know actually, because at the end of the day you should be comfortable to tell someone how you want it done to you, right?
So for me, when somebody's going down on me, I want it to be like a journey and a ride, and I want to like enjoy it. So then if I'm interrupted and I have to tell you what to do, then that means that I'm no longer in that journey.
But then you're also interrupting their flow, right?
Yeah, and I feel like that with somebody as well. If they told me what to do, like, you're interrupting my moment. Like, if I'm sucking someone's dick and they're like, actually, I'll be like, and I'll be pulled out of this world that I was in. So then I don't like. But Nas was all about that, like telling people, oh, do this, do that. And
during or after. Because I guess after you can have like where you're laying down, you could self-reflect and say, so babes, like, you know, what I prefer in the bedroom.
So
maybe
you're comfortable in doing that?
Yeah, I think when you reflect, if you're giving them good criticism, I guess you can reflect and say, so this is what I like. Or you can even drop them hints, but not I wouldn't feel comfortable during sex.
Because you don't want to break their heart and stuff like that. Or
I just
hurt their
wouldn't
feelings.
want to ruin the flow.
So Naz was like so willing to, I don't know, talk through it. And so then maybe some people like this silence when you're having sexual moments and you just need silence. Whereas Naz, he's all about this talking.
During sex, if you're talking, you just want sexy talk. I wouldn't, like, imagine if like when me and Michael are, my husband, sorry, if we're like having intercourse and then he's like, and I'm riding him and he's like, actually, can you like stop and then do it this way? I'll be like, what?
What if he says it in a sexual way, like, oh yeah, turn around for me, baby?
Yeah, then I'll prefer that. Because
So as long as it's a sexual way.
You're keeping the moment alive.
Because I think that's what Naz was getting at, that he would do it in a sexual way.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. If it's sexual, then you're continuing the feeling, the emotion that's around, I guess.
So again, I'm a bit stubborn. If somebody tries to tell me what to do in the bedroom, I'll be like, please
Yeah, but
shut
what
up.
about if they're nice about it?
Because then my brain will be so quick and calculative, like, oh, so you don't like this then? I don't know, my brain is so weird, because then I'll be like, oh, you want me to turn around because you don't like this, right? Is that what's happening here? So then I'll get interrupted anyway because I'm
Yeah, but say
analytical.
if they still have an erection, wouldn't that show you that they're still enjoying it and it's not necessarily saying, oh, you're at this?
I'd still be a bit questioning, like, why can't I just do what I'm doing? So you obviously don't like it, because why can't I just carry on?
What about if it was vice versa then?
Yeah, because if I like something, I'm not going to tell him to change it.
Yeah.
And that's probably why, because I'm not going to tell you to change it if I like it.
Yeah.
So if you're telling me to change something, you don't like it. So then...
But then it's also about wanting and trying different things. I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's because you're rubbish at it. Let's just try new things. Let's see if you like it. Let's see if I like it.
Maybe I need to be more open to that.
Yeah.
I had a guy, he was a talker during sex.
As in like, oh babe, how was your day?
No.
What do you mean talk? What do you mean talker?
He was like, oh yeah, oh you feel so good, oh yeah,
Oh,
you're mine,
and
baby.
you don't like that?
No, I don't know why. It just puts me off, because it's like I want sexual noises. I love sexual noises, like grunting and like breathing hard. But if you start talking, I don't like it. What, do you mind? Do you not mind?
No, I don't want him to be like, oh yeah, this is mine.
Yeah, this, oh you're so hot, oh my gosh you're so warm, oh my gosh you're so wet, oh yeah, oh this is like amazing.
No, okay, I don't mind. I don't mind some talk, like
here and there.
I like it when you're warm. Yeah, here and there, maybe like 2 or 3. Maybe, I don't know. We're quite quiet in our one.
Yeah, but you know what is funny is that if somebody was going down on me, I wouldn't mind them talking. I wouldn't mind them kind of going like, oh yeah, you taste good, and then carrying on. But again, it's like here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was he like all the time?
Just while we was having sex, he was a talker, and I'd be like, why is this guy talking so much?
Did you tell him that?
Yes, because it was annoying, and I was like, you say too many things, and he's like, yeah, because I'm in the moment.
What, during you told him or after? Oh, after.
Yeah, because I was a bit considerate.
And did he stop after you told him? Or he continued?
No, he didn't. He's a stubborn person, that one. He didn't stop.
Unless that's just how he has sex, I guess. I wouldn't want any weird stuff like, oh yeah, bark. And then you like do weird things like that. I wouldn't like that.
Bark. Okay, so for me, when you're gonna have an orgasm, the vagina vibrates, and then if you kiss it or touch it while it's vibrating, I don't know if I'm using the right word, vibrating, then the orgasm builds, and then that's how you get an orgasm. I don't know what you think about that. Like, you know when you're turned on, it's like a vibration. What do you call that feeling when you're turned on?
Oh, isn't it when your vagina flutters or thrush?
Okay, yeah. So what do you... Throbs, okay. Okay, right? Yes, yeah. But... Okay, I don't know why I didn't use that word throb before, but... It's like, I'm guessing that the times where somebody went down on you and you didn't come, your vagina wasn't throbbing, or it was throbbing? Because if it was throbbing, you would have had an orgasm, right? Well, you don't remember because it was too far back.
I don't remember. Wait, are you asking me whether if I'm not orgasming, whether it throbs.
Yeah, because if it's throbbing and somebody goes to kiss it, doesn't it then lead into an orgasm?
No, because I think throbbing just means like when you want action. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how I can word it.
So if somebody the point I was getting to is that if somebody doesn't know what they're doing, does it put you off? So then the throbbing kind of goes away and it just dies off, and then that's why you can't orgasm.
Yeah, absolutely. If they're rubbish at their job,
And
not
if
their
they're
job,
rubbish,
but if they're rubbish, then you're not turned on.
and if they're rubbish, do you are you forgiven to try again the next time, or you kind of put off from trying again? And this is going back now because you've been married for like how long now? So it's like memory.
Well, do you remember the situation with when he was small, down below, smaller than what?
He was small, but he was so tall.
I know, and it just weren't matching. The penis was not matching the body, and it was so annoying at the time. But yeah, and then when we first done it, I came home and I was like really upset about it, you know. And I spoke to you about it, and I was just like, but his body is just so hench and like just built, and he was just not packing down there. Anyway, so then when we done it, I was a bit upset, but because he was such a nice guy and he ticked most of the boxes, I was like, let's try again. So, and then we got into a relationship. So I guess, yeah, I did give him a chance.
So even though he had a small penis, you got into a relationship with him. And how long did that last? I
think less than a year.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it was less than a year. But it's because he was okay, like, doing other things.
Did you ever tell him about his size?
No. Because he wasn't like that. He wasn't like that small, but he was small.
Smaller compared to the other boyfriends. Yeah. I had a boyfriend. I know this is turning into a sex conversation, but I had a boyfriend who also had a small penis. I don't even want to say his name. He's the only one that hates me, and so then I don't want to say his name because he'll be able to read my lips. But you know who I'm talking about.
I remember you talking about your ex that had a small thingy, yeah.
And do you remember who it was or no?
No. Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but I told him.
Oh, yes, I remember.
And I told him.
What? And as in, like, so you never used to feel him inside you?
Yeah, I didn't feel. I felt something, but it wasn't activating anything. So I do feel like that we do need to match penises and vaginas. But I think that's another video. Maybe somebody's gonna want me to talk about that.
Yeah, but can a small penis even do anything for a woman? So
then, I also, in my childhood, I had this other partner. God, I'm sounding like I go around having sex with loads of people, but okay. He had so it was short, and it was, maybe he was still growing, because like, what was he, 17 or something? Anyway, so
no, but at 17, are you not, have you, like, it's not like, wait, actually, when do penises stop growing?
No idea. I don't know.
We'll have to Google.
But he was 17 and I was maybe 16, 17, and then we went to have sex, and then he showed it to me, and I was like, no, it was soft. And then he said, no, wait till it gets hard, because I said to him, like, I can't have sex with that. Why am I like this?
At 17?
Yeah. So then, and I had the bedroom upstairs there. So then he said, no, it's fine when it gets hard. And then it got hard, and I said, no, it's still very small. And then he was like, I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm sorry for men who have small penises.
But maybe it grew now that he's an adult. And anyways, the point I'm making, right, is that he said, okay, so then we didn't have sex that day, but I still carried on seeing him because he has such a handsome face and I really like to kiss him. So then he came back one day and he was like, watch, I'm gonna show you. And I was like, okay, show me. So then I let him have sex with me, and I'm telling you, it felt good. And he was like, yeah.
Oh wait, what? How long after the first time you said, no, I can't have sex with that?
So maybe it was like a week after that.
And he was good.
And he was good, and it felt good. And he was up proper. Maybe it's because I always explain that the G-spot is right at the entrance. So maybe he knew how to like rub the G-spot with his small penis. I'm sounding so rude here. I don't want to sound rude, but it's just. But
no,
then
you're not.
But then with the other guy that hates me,
maybe he just didn't know how to work it.
And maybe because it was longer and thinner, he didn't know how to work it, yeah.
But it can also be the emotional attachment that you had. Maybe with the 17-year-old one, you was more emotionally attached to him.
Yeah.
And the the emotions, not even emotions, I don't know how to say it, but maybe there was a stronger connection there, whereas with the other one, the connection wasn't like that. So you was just like, oh, whatever.
But I must apologize for everything I just said. I don't want to like insult people with small penises out there. And actually it will give you, you know, courage with the one that actually felt good. Even though I didn't even orgasm because I didn't know how to orgasm inside at that age. So I want you to describe from beginning to end what makes a perfect going down. So even from teasing to like the climaxing, are you able to do that? So basically, what does Michael do from beginning to end? Do you guys have to be drunk for it to be as enjoyable?
No, because I don't really drink like that. So, okay. You have to first be in the mood mentally, I feel like, because if you're not there mentally, then it's just not enjoyable. So I have to be emotionally ready. Maybe because I'm coming from a marriage perspective, but sometimes you just don't want to have sex.
And you know it's going to lead to sex after, so...
Yeah. So one, you need to want it and be ready for it. You need to tease, so like start from maybe kissing to go working down, and the boobs, oh my gosh, I don't know if you like your boobs touched, but...
So do you like tongue on your boobs?
Yeah. You don't?
No.
Really?
Do you like people to suck your nipples? What
maybe...
if they go like all the way around it? You like that stuff?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I do. It turns me on.
It turns you on?
Yeah, the nipples turn me on. But then some people don't like, well, like you, like what you just said,
maybe
you don't like it.
Maybe it's a sensory issue that I have, like it's a sensory thing. Okay, that's interesting. That's good for me to know, because I'm sitting there thinking maybe all females don't like it, but you like it.
So I guess for the men, you need to know what your woman likes, I guess.
Yeah.
Because if she doesn't like it, then there's no point
I
doing
like kissing. I don't like tongue on my nipples, but I like kissing.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so he's teasing.
He's working the way down.
Go, Michael! I'm joking.
Oh, am I talking about him specifically?
No, I don't. No.
Oh.
Just what you want. Yeah.
Okay. And then you, as you're kissing and stuff, you start with your fingers to make sure that it's like moisturized. Oh. Because you don't want it to be dry, right?
Okay, yeah. So are we talking about touching the clitoris or fingering?
Both, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you need to warm it up. You can't just go in with a desert, like it can't be dry.
But that's why I like people to kiss around it and tease it with their mouth, because if you go touching me, I might come, if I'm like super turned on, I might come with your fingers, and I don't want to come with your fingers, I want to come with your mouth type of thing. But okay.
Yeah, but it's just a touch. Like as you're working your way down, if he touches it, you come.
It depends if he goes for it or not.
Oh no, I just mean like a little tease.
Okay.
A little tease. Just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so start teasing with your hands, and then you can start with your tongue in your mouth.
So then does he have to kiss his way down?
No, it has to. I think like depends. Yeah, it depends on the time. It depends where you are as well. But generally, I want it to be from my head going down and not straight down, because it's just like, well, we didn't have any fun before that. Does that make sense?
So then he goes down.
And then he goes down.
And can you get graphic about what you want?
Yes, so I want the tongue to be hard. Well, it depends. It has to be hard and soft sometimes, but start with it hard on the clitoris. And then just start. Sorry, wait. One time back in the day, some guy was like, oh, I know how to give good oral head, right? That's what they said. And then I was like, how? This was when I was curious and I didn't know. And then he was like, the man just has to do the alphabet. This was like in secondary school, by the way. And he was like, do the alphabet and it will feel good for the woman.
Wow.
So I don't know, maybe you want to try to do the alphabet with your tongue, it might hurt.
On somebody like me, I would suss it out that you're doing something weird and I'll be like, what are you doing?
I just done the A-B. But yeah, anyway, so sorry. And then so when your tongue is on the clitoris, you just play about, lick it
with a harder tongue.
Yeah, saying. But then sometimes you need to go soft.
And so does he have to start kissing it before he goes tongue, or you don't mind straight tongue?
A bit of everything, I guess.
God, I am much more pickier than I realised. Oh God.
I think it depends, because if he knows what he's doing, then you just let them do it because you're enjoying it. But if they don't know what they're doing, start off. I'd say research as well, you know, for the men who want to know how to give good oral sex, research what women like.
And do you like when the tongue goes inside? Or you like that?
I like it when the tongue goes inside. I like it when the finger goes inside.
While the tongue is in...
Not while the tongue is in the hole, but while the tongue is on the clitoris.
Yeah.
Because there's that bit that, I call it the wall. I don't know if that's the right vocab, but if your tongue is on my clit and your finger is on that wall, it does some magic.
So you might have had an internal orgasm then, because on that wall is where the...
Yeah, that's how I...
But are you able to do that when you're like having sex?
With just the penis. It depends on the position. I have come that way with just the penis in me before, yeah.
Because I've never come with a penis inside of me, ever.
I think I was, so if this is the guy and you're that facing that way, I've come that way before with the penis. Not if you're facing this way. But maybe some women have come facing this way and not the back.
I want to work, I don't have a guy to practice on, but I want to work out how to do it while I'm on top, because I don't know, I want to
learn how
conquer
to
this. Or just learn how to orgasm while I'm on top. Yeah.
If you go like that.
Yeah, right, because that's what, with I was like really practicing, and I was noticing that if I rub while I'm on top, then it starts to build something, but then he came too quickly.
That's another thing. Stop coming quick, guys. It's not fun.
Okay, so let me quickly just because mine is a little bit different, so let me quickly just give mine. So we have to be kissing a little bit, and then he has to, I like touching more than I like kissing down my body, so I like for him to touch me with his hands and stuff, and then like rub me and stuff, and not like there, just like rub my body and stuff. And then he can go down slowly, like while rubbing and kissing, and then I need you to kiss the clitoris before you introduce any tongue. Like I just want kisses, just kisses, and then you could surprise me with a tongue, and I need the tongue to be soft at first. Like, you know, like if your lips in, if your tongue kissing somebody, like it's just soft kiss with the tongue, and then you can get harder with your tongue.
But if change it though, isn't it? Like sometimes hard or sometimes
exactly. So then when you get hard, and then you could go back to the soft kissing. Soft kissing with the lips and the tongue, and then la 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 la, and then back to, to kissing. But if I'm like really turned on, it won't be that long of a process anyway. So how long does it take you from beginning? So from when the lips touch the clitoris, how long does it take for you to
to have an orgasm?
Yeah, it depends.
It depends. Yeah, it depends. If I'm like really turned on, it can be within minutes.
Minutes.
Yeah.
And then what's the longest? The longest that it's taken you, like with your husband?
Sometimes I don't come with oral, not all the time, because I prefer the penis. I prefer the penis orgasm than I do with the mouth.
And I just feel like I've spoken about that before, like it's just you wasn't teased enough, but maybe you're just not into all of that teasing, and you do prefer sex, so you don't care anyway.
Do you prefer oral?
Yeah, I want to complete. If we're gonna do that, I want to complete it. So then tease me properly. So then I want your tongue, and then as soon as your tongue touches, it's like, oh yes, and then I come.
What about a bit of both, or you don't want a bit of both?
So then after I orgasm, I do want to feel the penis go inside of me. So I do want both. Yeah, I do want both.
Okay.
But I want to complete my oral, and if I'm vibrating enough, like the throbbing, and I'm turned on, and you've teased me, then I'm guaranteed to have an orgasm. But if I'm not, then it's like, oh, this is not gonna go anywhere.
Would you be disappointed if they done oral and you didn't come?
Yeah, but that would have only been because I would get turned off, so then the throbbing would disappear, so I'll get turned off.
Yeah.
Or I'd feel like it's too wet and I can't feel anything anymore, and it's just too wet.
So then would you switch it up and have...
Yeah, so then I'd cut off, and then I'd be like, let's have sex.
Yeah.
And then, so then I did that. He was like, no, let me finish. And I was like, we're going to be here the whole day.
Yeah, sometimes if you can see that it's taking long, just stop and change it.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to get boring.
Yes.
But then, the question, how long is too long? Or does it depend on the person?
Yeah, I feel like 10 minutes is too long.
Is that from the beginning to the end?
From the moment your lips touch the clitoris, 10 minutes after that is too long. But obviously for the teasing and the kissing and the touching, that could be like 5 minutes within itself.
Yeah.
And then when you go down there with your mouth, 10 minutes is too long for me.
Yeah, 10 minutes is long actually.
Because if you think about it, you can come within a minute when you're like really turned on. So 10 minutes is like nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
In 10 minutes. If she hasn't come in 10 minutes, then
Stop.
yeah. Can you tell if somebody's gonna be good or bad at giving oral sex? Again,
No.
no.
No, because I was surprised with the white guy. Can I say Caucasian? The Caucasian guy. I was surprised with him because I never even looked at him that way, first of all. But he was one of the best that orally.
Yeah, and
so I couldn't tell. No,
I think it's so attractive when somebody surprises you and they look like they're like a bit shy, and then they get in the bedroom and they're a bit of a freak. Like I think that's quite impressive and exciting. So I do like that. So what makes somebody good at it and what makes somebody bad at it? If you could just like put it into one line.
Let's start with the negative first so we can end on a positive. So the bad is someone that just has no clue what they're doing with the tongue. Oral, we're still oral, yeah?
Yeah.
So if you don't know what you're doing with your tongue.
And what does that look like though in theory?
Like just going wild, but with no passion, no purpose, no rhythm. Like you need rhythm.
Okay.
If you're just doing nonsense with your tongue because you just think it's turning them on, no. And also like what makes it bad is when it's too wet. Like what you were saying earlier, if it's too moisturized.
And too hard, like sometimes people, you don't mind it too hard.
No, it depends. Actually, no, I take back what I said. I think I prefer it soft, the tongue soft.
Okay.
But with like some force.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure.
Yeah. And you can't be too rough with the clitoris because it's a sensitive thing. And if you're too rough with it, it hurts after a while.
Yeah, so when people go crazy like that.
Yeah, that's a bad oral.
It's like, ouch.
Yeah.
I don't know how some women like even allow that to happen, like, and they just allow it to carry on because it's like, that hurts, stop it.
Maybe it's like what you said, they're not confident enough to say stop. Well, no, if something's hurting me, I do go, okay, stop.
Yeah, because it's hurting now.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes a bad person when they don't know what they're doing. And then a good oral liquor. A good oral, what would you call it? A good
oral sex giver.
A good oral giver is someone who is creative.
They change it up.
Yeah, they change it up. They don't keep it the same. Someone who's willing to try different things, like open-minded as well, which you're not. You have to be open-minded.
To do what type of things though?
Like if I say, say if someone's used to having their tongue really hard and I'm like, actually no, I prefer it soft.
And then they carry on being hard.
It's like you're not listening to my feedback.
Yeah, but if somebody gave me feedback and they said, Nayna, you're doing this wrong.
Not wrong, I'm not saying wrong. I said,
I won't carry on doing it basically. I won't be like, no, I'm doing it this way.
They're like, hey babe, can I just say something? And you're like, God, yeah.
That'll be my worst nightmare.
Okay, maybe not. Babes, like, sometimes can we try the tongue soft just to see how it feels?
I'd prefer to just be perfect and he'll be like, you're so good at this. I'll be like, thank you, okay.
Yeah, but you work your way there. But I'm talking about the good person, like the person that's a good oral giver.
Yeah.
So yeah, being creative, trying new things. Mix the fingers, please, with the tongue because it feels amazing. Not just the tongue. What else?
So for me, what makes somebody bad is literally if you start doing the A, B, C, D, E, I would be like, this is not good. If you start going like this, like a dog, like I don't like that. Do you like that?
What?
Yeah, because like it goes against the clitoris and it hurts when you go like up on the clitoris like that, and it hurts. Unless, even if you're doing it soft, I don't like it because I like it to go round like this and then suck and then round.
Oh, the sucking. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's nice.
And then suck and then kiss and then suck and then round. So then that's the creative part when you just go from sucking to kissing to round.
So then like,
while the fingers are in there.
So you prefer that? You prefer this on the clitoris rather than, not that hard by the way.
No, I prefer round on the clitoris. Because actually even when I masturbate, I have to start with the round, and then when it's time to when it's time to orgasm, then I like the side to side.
Yeah, but this is it. When you can see that it's in that, when you capture that moment, it has to be like this.
So when she starts going like, and she starts, then you could start going like this with your tongue. But until then, go round and suck and kiss.
Something that my husband is good at is when he know. Oh, that's another thing. You have to. I think your bodies have, not bodies, but the tongue, and you have to be in sync. Like if one person is like, I saw a podcast where the boy was like, if I'm moving forward and you're going left and right, what are you doing?
Oh,
you're not in sync.
Does that happen?
That's what he said. He's like moving back and forth and she's going left and right. So that's the bad. But yeah.
So he follows your rhythm.
Yeah. He follows my rhythm. You have to read the body. But yeah, no, when he can see that I'm at the climax, he speeds up and it's really nice.
Okay, so somebody has asked us to cover this in this video, which is face riding.
Ooh.
And we're going to finish on this subject because I think that we've covered.
Riding.
You do.
What
So
is that? Does that mean like sitting on the face?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So, do you need him to be doing something particular when he's below? Huh? Okay. I thought he was listening to us for a second.
Hello.
Wow. He's gone back up. So, face riding.
Yeah, so what he needs to be doing, they have to be willing to be messy with it because you've got a whole vagina in your face, right? So if they're not...
So they need to be into the liquid that's about to go all over their face.
Yeah, if that's how you come. But you're going to be... The face is going to be wet anyway. I think the person just needs to have a dirt... I prefer someone who has like... Who's dirty with it. Does that make sense?
And what does that look like? Just like open mouth?
And just... You have to be willing to just, yeah.
Okay.
And then also the hands, I like when they hold the legs. You can't just be like this, laying down like that with your arms like that. That's dead. I don't want that.
And do you orgasm that way?
Yeah, I have. Because I think it just turns me on. I think it's sexy, like when you don't mind the
And
person.
do you do that often or?
Often enough. What about you? Do you not like it?
So I like you said, I like the idea of it because it's like naughty. But if he does all of this like going crazy stuff, it will desensitize my clitoris and I'll be like, oh, I'm not going to be able to come this way. So then it just kind of spoils it for me. But if he's like, again, like if he's like kissing and then, I don't know, like I feel like he needs to kiss me while I'm sitting on him.
Yeah.
And then when I start to ride him, then he can give me his tongue. But at first, I do need him to kiss my clitoris.
Okay.
And then when I start to ride his face, then he can give me his tongue. And again, I need him to be creative with the going round and the sucking.
So do you just want his tongue out and then you do what you want?
No, because I want him to also suck on my clitoris while I'm riding his face. Because the riding, I think, is just like pushing towards the feeling.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't think I've had enough practice with this. So I don't know. Because I just, like I said, it just puts me off a little bit when somebody's just all crazy. And I feel like men, if you start riding their face, they get a bit crazy and they get a bit excited and it kind of puts me off.
Okay.
So so I need you to just like calm down a little bit. Let me play with what I like and then I don't know. So then I think I need more experience and probably come back.
Maybe just play about with it and see. Obviously, when I say I want him to go, I don't mean like as a dog, like when they go, ah! I just want him to just do that a little bit with the tongue and the mouth because it does feel nice for me personally.
All right, well, this has been interesting. It was much more comfortable than I thought it'd be actually. It was quite nice to sit here and chat.
We can talk about these things. Our mum is open, not as open as this, but she's been open in the past about sex, no?
Yeah, 100%.
Sorry, I spell words because of my kids.
So thank you for coming on my channel. If you have any more questions for us, please let us know in the comments and I will do a follow-up video if you want me to. The final tip for you guys is just like try not to be too crazy and maybe ask your girl what she likes and then take it from there.
Yeah, read their sex language. That is sex language a thing? It should be if it's not.
Yeah.
Everyone has a sex language.
Maybe, you're right.
So get to know what they prefer. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask like before. Not just before you're about to have sex, but you know.
During the getting to know people, ask the questions. Yeah, that's a good time to ask questions. Is
like
when you
what
get
do you
to
like
know
in the
them.
bedroom? Are you even sexual? Like are you sexual? That's one of the questions that my husband asked me when we was getting to know each other. He was like, are you sexual? And I am quite sexual.
Alright, well, until next time, I will be back with another video. Bye.
Where's your next video?
What is my next video? It's going to be about depression. Totally different than this.
Sex depression.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
Bye.